Walking in the courtroom, sipping on the beverage. I know the judge, so I got a lot of leverage. This is a fetish. Fully loaded on the 7. Your dog get a dab, you never.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Texans are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Colts team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A gain of 3, second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
From the gun, Welch. And an alley to run. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondering about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Play action. Welch. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And the wideout in motion. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. After the run, Watson going to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sean Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
First down carry for Henry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off the play fake. Welch, he's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun. Welch. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Welch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action. Welch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Jackson, the man in motion right. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the bench.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Welch. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up fourth. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ellington now to return it. And he'll be knocked down sideways right there at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They begin with a run by Miller. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 50, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Off the bootleg. Welch. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's Henry. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Welch. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And some space here. And he is knocked down from the side. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down following the run. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Operating from the gun, Welch. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Defense showing blitz. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's got some space here. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff to Henry. And some room to maneuver. Directly over him. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
On the counter, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Welch toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Welch. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Hopkins, the man in motion right. To throw on second is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Room here to run. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again to Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Welch to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it with Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Here's Ellington. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. William Hayes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Welch. They set up the screen for Henry. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
first and 10. Welch escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Newsom in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. To throw on second down, Welch. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. From the gun, Welch. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first and 10, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's go! Flex round!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Well, the Purdy move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go!
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now it's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Welch. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Carry now for Lamar Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Again, it's Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.